All right, everybody, what it is and what it ain't, and welcome back to another episode of that Area 90 Podcast for that ass. As always, I do go by the name of Flaco, a.k.a. Flaquito, a.k.a. Flacosity, a.k.a. Special Occasion Chef Flaco, ready to cook and serve.
Moneybag Joe.
Kiki.
And what a great week it's been. Special shout out to the Area 90 Podcast. We did our first unofficial event together. That was the first time all three of us was out and about, repping the Adam Schnellenberger, Angelique Schnellenberger. Congrats to that.
Congratulations.
New wedding. What a beautiful moment that was, right? It's beautiful weddings.
When the fucking father of the bride calls the dogs.
Oh, I know, Joe.
You just can't beat that, man.
I know Moneybag was getting hard over there. I looked over.
And his hand was doing the same thing, right? Fucking, in case y'all don't know, the Bulldogs are coming around the corner. Y'all know how we do it. Straight GA, straight out of the fucking Athens.
Wolf.
What? What the hell?
That was
a
his
castrated dog.
Oh, I see. Hey, if you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Do us a favor. Help us grow and elevate the way Moneybag's meat was when we were shouting out them dogs. Here come Saturday.
And comment and tell us how it feels.
Not his meat, the subscribe button. Tell us how the subscribe button feels. It was dope. It was a good wedding. I appreciate me and Keeks got to work. We also know that Moneybag is a ride or die because he was sneaking Keeks drinks and shit on the clock. Had I fucking known that, he wouldn't have got that extra $10 that I gave.
Hold on. Moneybag was not sneaking Keeks drinks. Keeks was sneaking drinks from Moneybag.
Oh, okay. He was, he was playing me for the food.
Yeah.
It was like, it's just water. It's just Coca-Cola.
It was.
Huh?
It was.
No,
it was
because
mixed with water.
It was the ice. The ice was water. Mm-hmm. I see. That's my fault for not thinking straight.
And also, I was drinking vodka waters.
Yeah, I put it on your shirt for you.
Yeah, you did.
Right before I left. He said, damn it, you just had to right before you leave. I felt bad for like my little 15, 20. That was a long ass drive home. My shit was tired, my legs and feet.
Oh, you were moving around a lot. You got your steps in for sure.
And man,
I was on that gimbal for a little bit. I was in there, boy.
The gimbal walk.
Yeah.
That's when you go with the heels first.
Mm-hmm. I was fucking creeping through that party. It's funny because like you can't see, like the footage looks good, but you don't know how silly I look walking through hills and shit, just creeping. And I just approach you with the, like eating. You're like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm just like, don't look at me.
There was that one video of Trey's kid hitting you with the.
Oh man! So
when I was recording, and then you hear zzz, and then you hear the camera.
Yes.
He smacked me with the
Dude, that lady needs to never have that job again.
what she said before, like hopefully we're not doing too much, but she said before like they started, they were like, just keep an eye on him, and she was like basically like, what y'all want me to do? Y'all know my man's gets busy. Like, he's gonna want to have fun and get up and shit. Like, as a kid, like I took my nephew to the movie theaters before. Halfway through the movies, this nigga's doing cartwheels and shit on the steps, like just not watching the movie. But it's kids, so But she was kind of like, I'm gonna do my best, but they were like, you could just control on the thing.
Exactly, control it a little bit farther away and not next to the camera.
Oh yeah, because that's all you can hear is.
Yeah.
And then,
I literally turned around. I was just like.
Everybody was looking like,
oh, where?
are you gonna shut up?
Oh, that's funny. I'm in the middle in the action, so I was just.
Hopefully Adam and Ansley didn't notice it.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't even notice it, so I don't think you can, or I don't think they did.
It was just happening during the most important part of the speech. That's
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like you can't keep him like
Put that.
like turn it off for literally like 2 minutes.
Put it in park.
Yeah.
Tell them work on the engine. Hey man, we got some big topics today.
Big talk, bigs.
Some big ones.
Class.
What y'all want to start at? Where y'all want to start? Pick something off our.
Whatever the producer decides.
What do you think,
start
producer? All right, bet. Dad on Disney.
That on Disney cruise. Y'all heard about that?
Yeah.
What you think?
So I read a comment saying, like, word on the street is that it was the dad's fault that the kid fell in. Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah, you better jump off that fucking shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
Either way, I see my kid fall in. If I see my dog fall off a cruise ship, I'm
exactly?
jumping. Like a 6-year-old kid or something fell off the Disney cruise ship, like on the 4th story, and the dad jumped in and like saved. And they ended up finding both of them.
They were both
good.
They're both
wow.
alive.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's half mermaid, and he wanted her to access her true powers. You ever watch any of the Marvel movies, DC?
Yeah, I watched some of them, yeah.
Sometimes you got to be pushed to your limits to see if you're really about it. She clearly could not fly, but she could swim.
Do you know anything about like how it could have been the dad's fault?
Yeah, so they were taking photos, and apparently, allegedly, she was on the ledge of like the rails.
Yeah.
So
Aren't those things pretty tall to where you have to try?
He put her on there.
Oh hell!
What a dumbass.
Oh,
and then he kind of, I don't think he pushed her, but she fell, and then he jumped in right after.
I mean, you at sea, like if you hit a bumpy wave, you know what I'm saying? You can, somebody so small.
That's why I said Talon Beach.
Bump or not, for 4th story, 1st story, you don't put however old the kid is on a ledge where, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for sure.
I mean, you wouldn't be standing up there yourself, let alone a fucking
exactly.
Kid.
Like, come on now.
Well, I will say some people are risky enough. Like
Adrenaline.
Celeste, when I was with Celeste in New York, I was just telling you about to move up there. We were gotta be like 20 floors up, and she was sitting on the. So some people are just risky like that.
See, I'd do something like that. I'll put
on
my feet
the
over.
balcony, like on the ledge.
Yeah.
I've seen people like that too. Yeah,
I'd do that.
That kills my vibe. Don't do that.
Right.
No, not especially if you're drinking. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like that's that. Like there, I was at that one place in Atlanta that I showed you. We could have done some stuff anyway. This girl, drunk as piss, sits on the ledge, and I saw her like leaning back. I literally grabbed her. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?"
Did you accidentally grab tit? But you didn't mean to.
No.
Just when you're saving a girl's life.
Afterwards. After I saved her.
As a reward for yourself?
Yeah.
Was she cool with that?
Yeah, she was cool with it.
She better be.
I was about to say.
She wouldn't have no more tits if it wasn't for him.
He would have had 2 tits if she would have failed.
She would have traumatized like 70 people.
It would have pissed you off, right?
No, that would have been sad.
I'd have been more pissed, you stingy bitch. Get some balance about yourself before you go up there. Damn it. Now you don't ruin my whole night. You never had, like when there's a traffic jam in Atlanta and someone wrecked their car, you're not like, fuck, dude, learn to drive. Like, I hope you're okay, but like, slow down and learn to drive.
Pay attention.
Yeah, type shit. Like, we're going the exact same direction. Why are y'all wrecking?
All right.
Especially on the interstate, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
How do you wreck on the interstate?
Speeding?
No.
They were speeding.
But the thing is, it's also really easy to get a license here. Like whenever you're young, especially too. Like the driving course here to get your actual license.
Bro, when I'm driving, it is rarely a young kid that pisses me off.
The worst are the grandmas and grandpas that they just drive like 5 below the speed limit
in the left lane,
and then they just be like,
yeah, but you want to be mad at them, but then you drive by and you're like, all right.
No, I just look at them.
I'm still like, beep beep.
Oh, you're gonna
motherfucker.
You give them the finger?
No.
Yes, you do.
I really don't.
You honk.
I'll do this if they pull out in front of me. Use your eyes.
Yeah.
But Moneybag be sitting on everybody's ass.
I do. If you're in the left lane, not passing somebody, I'm on your ass.
Speeding.
I would catch up to him on the light, and I just see him the next like zoom 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 with that big ass truck. I'm like, and I still catch up to him at the light. So it's like, what is?
He's out here acting a fool.
Like,
get a car.
No, I'm not.
You swerving through lanes with that big ass truck?
I'm chilling. It may look like I'm like.
Nah, this one person pulled out in front of you too. I saw.
Yeah.
And he was zoom. He didn't even slow down. I didn't even see any brakes. He just
went around him.
He's not an upstanding citizen, is he, Keeks?
Listen, we spend so much of our time in our lives driving behind a fucking wheel.
For sure.
I'm trying to get from point A to point B as fast and safely as possible.
with the least amount of stress.
Facts.
Well,
So-
imagine, do you think that dad was stressed when his daughter fell into the deep blue sea?
Yeah.
Because I want to get back on that topic.
Oh, you're right
I was
about
thinking
that.
about that. Yeah.
We sidebarred real
I
quick.
pulled us back. Don't worry. I
Yeah.
pulled us back like the Disney cruise. Pulled them back to safety.
Ooh, I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
the Disney cruise would do that. Carnival? I don't know. y'all been seeing the shit about the Carnival cruise? Damn. So apparently, like they said they're gonna ban rap music and like speakers
Oh yeah, I did see that.
and shit. Like they basically getting tired of black folks acting a fool on their cruise ships and shit. They like, motherfucker, if you don't
They just
stop
need to make them a little more expensive.
or just slam the brake, send some people overboard. Niggas can't swim. Teach them a lesson. Hey, you better cut that shit. You ever
learn
been?
how to swim or don't come on the carnival?
You ever been in
cruise.
the car and then like you doing something and then someone just slammed the brake and make you kind of or hit your head in the back seat? You know, wake up a little bit. So they slam brake on that cruise ship, send some people overboard.
They're gonna learn.
They're gonna learn a little something. You ever been in a life or death situation? Ask that little girl how she felt.
I almost drowned when I was a kid.
I did too.
Really?
Speaking of, yeah.
I got stuck under a fucking like float.
A float? Of
It was like a little island,
Damn.
like a blow up island.
You didn't flame on and just get up out of there.
Unfortunately,
God damn, I see your commercials coming out. Fantastic Four. Don't fucking sit here and act
is
like
there a new one coming out?
you know it is. And also, happy birthday, Moneybag Joe. Kiki, I was trying to give you an opportunity to do something. I didn't even tell him happy birthday properly.
Hey, I did it in the chat.
No, for this chat.
Happy birthday, Moneybag.
Yeah.
I got something for you after the show.
Oh shit. That
You
sounded
got something
sweet.
for me too, Jumbo?
Nah, I don't do that sweet shit. That sounded sweet. I got something for you after the show. That's what I heard. I heard
That's what
Diddy.com.
real friends do.
We sweet, man.
give
We
'em
sweet to each other. I
Birthday
don't wanna be
presents,
sweet.
dog. Don't
Huh?
make it what it ain't.
That's right. That's okay. Just let me know so I can leave the room for a little bit while y'all do whatever y'all
While
gonna
we
do.
smoke.
Oh, that's what y'all gonna do? He gonna smoke that ass out? I'm sorry. I didn't know what y'all were talking about. I get lost sometimes. Man, I do sometimes, but sometimes I like to get back on track. What was talking about? Oh, the cruise. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. So this is my little theory. I'm like, okay, man, I could have swore I just heard something. I get where folks. I think it was your chair.
It's a mouse.
Motherfucker's screaming for help right now.
What?
Help me.
You don't hear that?
His chair.
Yeah. You got a lot of ass in that chair.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, so you do got ass, huh?
Don't worry.
Not saggy ass?
Nah.
Swamp ass? You got inverted ass.
Hey, put the mic down to the chair.
Nah.
Let them
I need
listen
to ask
to it.
how it's doing.
They can probably hear from his side.
My
You
mic
seen
is-
that video of the dude sitting up on the stool? And I think Tom Segura, he's like, hey, put the mic down by the stool for a second for me. He's like, how are you doing, stool?
ain't
It's a
seen
big
it.
dude
Yeah,
up on the stool.
I ain't seen it. I seen this dude getting married and he had to use a stool to help him stand up because he was so big. And I was like, damn, that stool's like your best man, ain't it? It was in the comments. It got a lot of likes and laughs.
It wasn't Tom Segura, it was Buddy that's with Bobby Lee. What's his name?
Andrew Santino.
Yeah,
Yeah, I fuck with
he's
Bad
funny
Friends.
as fuck.
Yeah, they're funny.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. They had an episode this past week, and they were making some black jokes or whatever, which I don't care. Like if people make black jokes, because I make jokes about everybody. So who am I to say you can't?
They make Asian and ginger jokes too.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, before y'all get too tight in your panties and shit. But yeah, no, they're funny. There's some funny, they're some of my inspiration for podcasts. Like how their style, don't give a fuck, do whatever. Just like the Brilliant Idiots, Flagrant.
Who's the Brilliant Idiots?
Charlemagne and Andrew Schultz.
Oh.
Another Andrew. You're like my Andrew. And you.
You're like,
You're like,
What was that?
you know Glenny Balls? You know Caleb Presley?
are these celebs?
Yeah. He does like the ice cream room or whatever, where Caleb Presley will have like somebody famous on, and then Glenny Balls is just over there with a bowl of ice cream. And they'll be like,
Oh,
what do you
yeah,
think
yeah,
about
yeah.
that, Glenny Balls? He's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, that's him. That's it. Yeah. Or Jimmy Fallon's got the little Mexican dude.
Eduardo or whatever.
Yeah.
Enrique or whatever.
It's close.
I know you're talking about.
We're getting there. I don't think it's either of those
Gustavo.
two. I don't think it's that one either.
This man
You
went
wanna?
off the list.
I was gonna say. He's about to be like him. Oscar. Hector. Jose.
Marco.
Guillermo.
It is.
Guillermo. That's here's a letter Guillermo. Let's get this out the way. World Cup. Silly ass competition.
Club World Cup.
Club World Cup.
Club World Cup.
Silly ass competition. Don't even know the real name of it. Like, who cares? Like, I don't know. Do you care about the Club World Cup? Not one bit, right? Who gives a fuck? What about you? You don't even
I
have.
haven't been following as much now.
Because nobody cares about it. So like,
I mean, like 70% of the season.
Nobody's gonna
empty.
look back at a player and be like, "Oh, he won a Club World Cup back in the day."
Like, what kind of food?
I mean, it is still a trophy though.
No, it's
just
not.
a glorified friendly. That's
If
how
it
it's
ain't
looked
a
at.
World Cup, English Premier League,
Champions
Or any of
League.
the top
Champions
leagues,
League.
any of the top leagues.
or like La Liga, Sierra A, like even a FA Cup.
Even
and
a FA
You know
Cup.
what I mean? I'm like,
Exactly. The trophies that neither one of y'all have won in a good bit. You talking about those trophies?
Hey, the smaller teams.
the
are showing
trophies
out, though.
that we have won the most. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, when we weren't
Okay.
even born
I think
yet.
y'all are tied now. with
When we
Liverpool,
were
though.
still swimming
Liverpool
around in our
tied, y'all.
daddy's nets.
Did they?
Yeah, this was their 20th. They tied.
Who,
them.
Liverpool?
No, then they're above us. I think we had 19.
No, I think it's even.
I think it's even.
Then we both have 19.
Yeah, y'all are tied. I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Because they won that Premier League this year.
But we have the most overall trophies.
The crazy thing is the ticket prices.
What, for the games?
Yeah, like
Yeah, my nephew either went or is going to the PSG.
Oh, Saturday.
yeah.
Bayern Munich.
how
Yeah.
much did he pay for his tickets?
One of his friend's parents bought him. I think they're like $200. So
He's got to be
Yeah.
stressed. It gets stressful, the parent, right, Kiki, when it's time to go to games and have fun.
yeah,
Shit gets stressful. You got to plan out, like,
Facts.
how much fun am I supposed to have? What if I want to have a drink? Damn it, now I got to pay for that. My fun, right? What?
It is stressful, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I bet.
I got invited to 2 different seats, and then
I don't know who to sit
they're
with.
both expensive.
the stress.
The stress level. Fuck am I supposed to do?
Can you imagine what your Bulgarian ancestors were stressed about, and what? Now look at what you're stressed about.
I mean, yeah, they had it way rougher than me, for sure. It was generations of stress.
Have y'all seen the family that got in that car wreck? And I think it was in Paulding County. Mom, dad, and like a 1-year-old kid got in a bad car wreck. The kid just came out with a bump on his head, but the mom and dad have been in ICU for like 2 weeks.
Damn.
I worked with the girl at Mellow Mushroom, but me and my business partner were talking the other day, and like it was so hot, and then we started talking about like that situation, and I was like, here we are bitching about this heat, and you know what I mean? Like, it can always be so much worse.
It could. Man, I'll be in the car with the AC blasting, still hot as fuck, and then I'll look over and I'll see some Mexicans
Working on the side of the road.
and laughing with each other and shit. Hey, shout out to Mexicanos, the vatos, my primos.
We
and
love
shit.
y'all, man. We love y'all, man.
Yeah.
We really do.
Yeah.
I've worked with a lot of Hispanics. love
I
them.
am Hispanic.
I know. You're another one that I work with that I enjoy.
That's true. We do be working
Nah.
together. We be getting our numbers up.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
We on the come up, boy. We coming to a wedding near you soon too, boy. Ooh, it's gonna be Chef Kiss, magnificent.
I don't know if I'll be the camera guy or the party guy yet. So.
Yeah,
I
that's
won't be sneaking you drinks this time. Glenn might.
This joker. I look over, you take a drink.
Nah, I really don't know how they do that in 100-degree weather like that.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
I'll be thinking about like, I mean, it's nowhere near the same shit, but just like when I was in high school, we had summer workouts. And I'm like, how did I make it? I mean, of course I was younger and shit, but I'd be like, fuck.
That was one thing we talked about as well, because
Full
we
equipment
passed.
and shit.
We were passing East Paulding High School, and I was like, could you imagine being like, this is the time we were in like summer workouts.
Exactly.
They don't do that anymore.
What?
I mean, I
They
don't
don't
think
do
they
like
they don't
peak
do it
of
during
the
the
peak
heat
of the
wave.
day, yeah.
Yeah, they don't.
Well, I mean, I think we started at like 9 to 12, 9 to 1, some shit like that.
What, after school? Like
oh,
the after
yeah, well, I'm
school
talking about
workouts?
summer workouts. I'm talking about summer.
But,
oh,
well,
you talking about
after school workouts?
Yeah,
were tough.
were just as bad, yeah. I mean, yeah, towards the end of the summer, before school starts, that's when niggas put pads and helmets and really, you know, but, so when do they practice? They gotta wait?
Yeah, they go at like 7 p.m.
I'm pretty sure the Georgia Association tells them that you can't, right? When it's a certain degree limit.
That's really gonna test, like, because now you got the temptation to go after school, have a drink, chase some puss, well, if you're a football player, because also this brings up a good point. I'll come back to it, but smoke weed before practice. You gotta be strong enough not to do that now. You know, because now you got plenty of hours. Which brings me to my another point. Speaking of the Club World Cup and why soccer is not doing as good as it could be doing here in America.
Well, it's partially because of ice too.
Well, it's partially because girls ain't giving puss to soccer players. They're giving it to quarterbacks and point guards. In the back, like in high school, soccer players do not get, like, when was a girl like, ooh, I want to give puss to a soccer player? Some of us, what, like, do you know a soccer player that was getting puss in high school? Do you know one?
I mean, I can think of one.
Who? Carell? Stop lying to me. Who?
I was busy with the
But no, for real though, like,
Albania.
with our movies and shit, like in the movies, the girls are going after who? The quarterback. Like in Euphoria, that's the closest to like high school, you know, drama and temptation. I don't think anybody was on the soccer team.
Well, let's just say the guy soccer team used to ride with the women's soccer team, and we had to stop doing that.
Because somebody grabbed a tit?
So, I mean,
Wait, what are you trying to say? Are you not trying to, but be for real. Do you think soccer players get enough puss? Or reputation, like good enough, like...
I mean, obviously it's not
Yes.
football.
Can girls give them more? But is it the most popular? Like, if you were a cheerleader, where are you going to throw that thing at?
You think they're going to go for a tennis player or a soccer
That's what I'm
player?
saying. They're the same
Between the
level.
two. Oh, they're the same level?
I would say.
Nah.
That, like, do you know how many tennis matches I've been to?
Wait, didn't he play tennis?
No.
What
fuck
about
no.
what about in every other country except the USA?
That's why I said the USA. That's why their soccer players are phenomenal. They're getting top tier tang.
It's cool to be a soccer player.
Exactly. Here in America, it's not so cool. But we
Well, it
gotta
also
make it.
depends on the district, though, too.
Well, you got people like Odell Beckham Jr. He literally got invited to try out for the U16 or whatever national team.
And where did he
soccer.
take his time?
And he was like, I'm gonna focus on football.
Yeah, that's why I stopped running track. I wasn't getting no puss off of that. Like, first off, also, like, track is very, like, gay, okay? Like, it's not that hard. That's why speed is busting so many people's ass, because, like, you're either fast or you're not fast. And yes, you can train to get a little bit faster, but you could train your whole life and then pull up
Still
and
be
Moneybag
fast,
Joe
so.
just blows you out the water because he's fast too. So, and then there's nothing you could do. Like, I want to play a sport where I could, like, I'm going to try to stop
you
you.
can affect the play. is
Yeah,
what you're
exactly,
saying.
exactly.
Okay.
Track, you're just running. Like, no matter,
There's no IQ to
You
it.
don't have
Exactly.
to use your brain as much.
exactly, which would have been perfect for you. So, I don't know.
I was one of the smartest players on the team.
What, in
Man,
soccer?
Yeah. I ran the fucking show.
That's true. You did get a comment in YouTube. Shout out Denver.
Denver.
Okay, so you had to throw out the last name. But maybe they didn't know it was his last name. It could have just been a
You
sound.
just said it.
I know.
It could have just been a sound.
That's how they do it in Jamaica.
Jamaica. Have you seen I Love You, Man?
I love you too.
Slap of the bass.
Slap it. I did, bro. I did something like that in high school. I think I said slap in the face, but this girl thought I was referring to the movie, and so she was like, "Oh, slap in the face," and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, from the movie? I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then later I saw the movie and I was like, oh, that's what.
I literally watched that last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Paul Rudd. He's a good. He's a good entertainer.
You sound like a leprechaun. He's like, slap of the bass.
He's an underrated actor.
He is.
Not like, well, there's a lot of good actors out
I think
there.
he's one of the blackballed ones.
Blackball, what's that mean?
It means you didn't like to touch little kids, so they don't put you in movies anymore.
Okay. You got so serious.
Where did we go here?
Yeah, right? It's uncomfortable. It's time to take a quick water break, commercial break. But stay tuned because we'll be right back and everything like that. Area 90 Podcast.
Let's go smoke one.
Let's go smoke on a joint.
Slap of the bass. What up, gang? Quick commercial break. Y'all know the vibes. Hit the TikTok, Area90 Podcast. Hit the boy Flacco City on Instagram. Hit the subscribe, comment, all that. Now let's get back to the show.
And just like that, welcome back to the Area 90 Podcast.
For that ass.
For that ass. For that ass. Well, because it's your birthday, and like I told you, back in my younger days when it was our birthday growing up in Cali Park, for our birthday, you got to choose the flavor of the Kool-Aid for the day. What the fuck? What you laugh?
Yeah, what the fuck's funny?
No, just text. Keep going.
Yeah. That was a cultural misunderstanding, I'm gonna assume. So what I was gonna say was you could pick the next topic. Pick your Kool-Aid flavor.
I knew what you were getting at.
Yeah, for sure, Brody.
Let's go. Just because my boy G's been sending me his songs all week, let's talk a little bit of Gavin Adcock.
Oh shit! And we're not trying to be freaky.
What's he talking about?
Did you start the timer?
Yeah.
All right, bet, sweat.
Yeah.
All right, so you heard about?
I haven't heard no.
Do you know who he is? Gavin Adcock.
I've only seen like his TikTok videos of him like throwing beer around and people throwing beer cans at
Sounds like a
him.
country singer.
He is.
Somebody said this ain't. I think it was Oliver Anthony. He said this ain't a Gavin Adcock concert because people are throwing beers up at him.
Oh, so he thinks he's Stone Cold. Steve
I guess,
Austin.
yeah. Oh, he takes his shirt off. He's got his beer belly out and shit. He makes good music. I've only heard like 2 songs.
Yeah, I listened to one a little bit on the way here, and I was like, "Yep, this is real country." But my point, so what he did was, he said to his crowd at a live concert, he was like, what did he say? He said there's like 3 artists ahead of him on the country music, maybe top 100, whatever it was. And one of them is Beyoncé. The plot thickens.
Ooh.
And he said,
R.I.P.
yeah.
Gavin Adcock.
Basically with that too, because so he had to clarify, because he was like, I'm coming for that ass, literally something along those lines. And the next day he was like, let's just be clear, you know, I grew up listening to Beyonce, because I forget how much older Beyonce is, and you know the younger generations. Like, I don't know how old he is, but anyway, but he was like, but I just don't consider her music country music. And I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna tell you. That's a fair opinion, but
it's the wrong one.
exactly. Like,
Didn't we have a discussion about this before?
kind of, but
Right
not with
game,
him.
Not with him, but just
dude.
with the
No,
with
well,
Beyonce being
in country.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think she makes country music.
No.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I love Beyonce. Shout out her fans, the Beehive. But I just don't. I really don't. And I know she got the votes or whatever, but I just don't think it's country music.
I honestly couldn't. I've heard that This Ain't Texas.
Yeah.
That's the only like country song I've ever heard of hers.
Yeah.
She's not a country artist.
I don't think so, and I don't think it's bad to say that mainly because like if you grew up listening to country, and then a new artist comes in and it doesn't sound like country, you're gonna call that out, and you can't. To me, you can't argue the race thing, the race card, because anytime a white artist comes into hip hop, it's the same situation where black people are like, who let the white boy in the door type of thing, like.
And all the white guys sound the same.
But then how is it that so many people feel this way, that it's not country, but the people that matter making that decision do think it is?
Well,
It's a politics thing.
exactly. I was about to say what
Is that a valid
they
question?
call Rock Nation. So allegedly, you know, like,
Oh, the whole spiel.
Jay-Z owns
yeah,
like the music industry basically.
type shit. So that's why she's winning, and certain people win certain awards, and some people should be making getting better hits and more rankings.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of, what do they call it? Gatekeep.
Blackball.
blackball. You know, all that good shit. Who knows what the truth is? But like that's why they're saying like Cardi B's taking off because Roc Nation helps her, and because they don't fuck with Nicki Minaj, who's actually a very great artist, by the way.
She is.
She's one of the best. Top tier for sure. But
I think Glorilla's better than both of them.
Glorilla? Did Nicki?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we found ourselves a new debate here today. Do you know how long Nicki's been around?
Yeah.
Are you saying better than her today or just overall?
Glorilla sounds better than Nicki rapping.
But isn't a better artist?
Like, what, has a better flow, or?
Yes, like a rap flow.
I can kind of see that.
Glorilla's that bitch, bruh. Just wait. She's gonna, if she don't get blackballed, she's just gonna keep going up there with Cardi B.
No, but also you can't, if she doesn't make it, you can't just say she got blackballed. Because it is.
That's a real thing.
It is a real thing. We just discussed it.
But like it.
But just because
it's a real possibility.
But why? But why?
If
like
she don't want to sell her soul or some bullshit.
Oh Lord, our mercy! What is fucking Thanos is coming to take souls and shit? Infinity Stones.
You don't think these motherfuckers are selling their souls?
No.
You're crazy, bro.
This is what they mean by like make a
selling
sacrifice.
their souls what? And then going to freak offs and shit?
No, they just
slipping and sliding in a freak off. Huh?
They're selling their souls for money and power.
To who?
To the devil.
Oh,
the Illuminati.
So we just got like straight hand-to-hand trades with the devil. Someone that's just accessing where?
They're just...
Yeah, exactly.
You in?
Like, bet.
Y'all don't know about all these rituals and all that shit, man.
You're basing it off of shit you saw on the internet.
Like valid shit, yeah.
Yeah, but there's no like real
tangible
substance.
Proof.
There absolutely is.
Tangible proof.
So
and I will send you links.
So if Glorilla, because you didn't catch the look. I caught the look. So
he caught it. He just didn't want to make eye contact.
I see. So if Glorilla don't make it, if she makes it,
she's already made it.
Okay, so but if she gets to Nicki Minaj, Cardi B level, she sold her soul.
No.
If she doesn't make it, that doesn't mean she didn't want to sell her soul.
So you got people like
no. Hold on.
I'm just giving you examples, bro.
Answer my question though. If she gets to Nicki,
I can see where I contradicted myself.
You grew up. Did you go to Stone Mountain when you were little?
Yeah.
You know that song, "The Devil Sold His Soul."
Was that the ice cream truck?
That is. You about to go get one?
Nah.
Don't spill
I
it
can't
on
break my
my
fast
shirt.
for an ice cream.
You don't do a fast.
I do.
That it's the most playful, like random piece by piece puzzle fast ever. Like Legos, you just build it as you go.
Yeah. I build on day by day.
Huh?
I build on day by day. Like
no, hour by hour. How are you so busy you don't even got time to eat?
That's exactly.
That don't even cut into your time.
Yeah, I save an hour.
You save like 3 hours a day at least. That's 3 meals.
Well, I got to catch the last one.
You so busy. So
he sleeps half the day.
Nah.
Thank you.
I get up at 9. What do you mean? You FaceTime me at 9 today.
Today.
He probably woke you up.
Exactly. You were in bed. Just waking up. I even said, call me when you get up.
And I said, I'm up.
Do you know by 12 o'clock the day is halfway over?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that until I saw it in a TV show, and I was like, that is true. So by 12...
Well, now the days are a little bit longer, technically. Sun goes down at like 8:39.
What is that about? How can days be longer than others? Someone said it was the longest day in Georgia history.
The clocks.
The clocks are 24.
No, it's the rotation of the Earth.
It slows down?
That's why there's a heat wave.
It's like a longer rotation the way around, I don't know how to explain it.
Science.
Basically.
Yeah, don't be contradicting around here no more. But I'm just saying, like, is it 24 hours or not?
The hours are the same.
Exactly.
It's just the daylight's longer.
That's okay. So that's what I'm saying. The day, so it's a little more light.
Yeah.
Okay, I felt that one day because I was like, damn, it's 9 o'clock and there's still some day out. And then the next day, no, it was a little darker at that time. Man, that reminds me of like when I was younger in our neighborhood. That was the funnest time of my life as a kid.
Around sundown? Like sunset?
Well, I just remembered that the lights coming on was your cue to get that ass home.
Mm-hmm.
And, we didn't have phones and shit, so...
We used to play airsoft.
Yeah, that shit too. But I was just like...
I'm missing a tooth because of that shit.
Airsoft? God damn
My
it.
front tooth.
Well, at least you got it replaced or whatever. That's what happened to me. But I told y'all my story when I chipped it in front of all those girls. So embarrassing. A few embarrassing things happened to me in my life in front of females. I farted trying to do that thing.
That was the best one.
That shit is funny.
That was the best one.
I
That
farted.
shit is too funny.
I farted when I was dry heaving 2 times.
Wait, what?
In front of girls, they were like, when
You were throwing up?
yeah. I was like, huh, and I couldn't, and I still had to keep dry heaving. So I was like, and they're like trying to be, like sentimental. It happened exactly. Man, that shit is so embarrassing. It happened 2 times. 2 times I remember that shit happened.
That shit probably.
That shit is funny as fuck, bro.
Yeah, man.
That man was throwing up, farting.
And I wasn't even throwing up. I was just dry heaving. I hate that shit.
There was air that had to come out of somewhere because you was so.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I didn't like that. Air had to come out of somewhere. That just sounded funny to me.
I mean, hey, we're only human.
That's what I tell Elizabeth all the time. Like, she don't like how much I fart, and I'm like, I'm not keeping that shit in.
Oh no, these two, they fart. Oh no, they fart.
We fart.
I stopped. I don't fart inside as much.
Nah,
listen.
The thing is, we fart, but we fart air.
We made
His are like atomic fucking poison.
First off, I respect y'all's suggestions. Hey, do this, do that, do that. I suggest shit and it doesn't happen. I just want to let you know.
Our farts are the funny part of farts.
No, they're
The
not
sound.
funny.
Yeah.
Y'all force them.
Farts are funny?
No, not y'all do it all the
I fucking die laughing.
Dude,
I know.
don't know why it's funny.
No,
If
sometimes
you don't think farts are funny,
it has
we're
to
not
be
friends.
it has to be the right like if you like I seen the video of the dude bench pressing and his friends started dying laughing. They're like that's funny. But like when we're like talking and you're like bruh, especially if we're working and we gotta smell it. I ain't trying to breathe that in.
Yeah, but ours don't smell.
Sometimes they do.
I taste the beans out of yours, man.
Bro, your shit gets stuck in my teeth.
I'm a grown man, so that's what happens.
I gotta use a toothpick out.
Comes with the territory.
Flossing the fucking fart out of my teeth after. Those shit stink, bro.
No, they don't smell that bad. Well, make them not stink.
And it'll be like, this man will fart and instantly smell it, bro. It's like, God bless. It's like a invisible bomb just went off.
It's a test. See how aerodynamic y'all really are.
It's like he scoops it with his.
He's like,
That's a cup of cheese. That's what that's called.
curveball is what we call it.
Curveball. Nasty. I don't do that no more. My farts don't stink unless you want them to.
Oh.
One time I farted into a water bottle at night. And
it glue in the dark.
And we capped it, and then the next morning we told my buddy's sister to smell this water. It smelled weird, and she fucking started gagging. Bro. It had to like ferment in there, you know what I mean? 'Cause there was some moisture. It was a little wet in that bottle.
Oh, you was a nasty dude. That's nasty.
Dude, there was like ho-hos and fucking Twix. It was a night of just junk food.
Nasty ass ingredients. Just mixture.
Hey, yeah.
Bombed her and look at you. Told you not upstanding. Listen, I want to ask this question because I'm dressed for the occasion. Let's get down to business. Why am I dressed like this? Straight Atlanta, straight Georgia. So many reasons. Shout out your birthday. Shout out the Georgia Dogs because I'm a fucking college football fan, not soccer. There's no soccer going on anymore. So don't send me memes. Oh boy.
Because your team's out.
Georgia football is where I'm at. Go Dogs.
The Prem season still starts before.
Go Dogs. The Prem start before the Bulldogs?
Yeah. Isn't it 2 months away?
Yep.
Yeah.
When does Prem start?
40 days.
You a hoe. 40 days,
Countdown.
13 hours, 17 minutes.
Actually, sorry, 45 days.
You a
All
hoe.
right, yeah, see, we're about 45 days for
So,
college football.
here's-
August 29th, I think, or August 28th.
16th.
That's when kickoff starts? Good, because I'm making burgers and shit.
Hey, yeah.
I'm excited.
Me
But
too.
my question, the main question for the day, not the main question, but one of the mains, I've been interested to hear. Top three, or put these three in order. Nelly, Ludacris, Ja Rule.
You just went in order for me.
Nelly, Ludacris, Ja Rule. Why is that? Give me some understanding. Give me the
Nelly's like top 10 for me all time.
rappers.
Yeah.
That's a good way to prove how silly your list is.
Well, he's a rapper. He's a hip hop artist.
Go on.
So, why is that silly?
It's silly because there's so many rappers that are better than him. We can name,
in your opinion.
Huh?
In your opinion.
In factual facts.
Oh.
There's facts behind music sometimes.
Just like your fact of Jay-Z being number one overall.
That's factual
That's
facts.
crazy.
That's not crazy.
That is crazy.
Now there's more of a debate.
That just nullifies your
That opens
validity.
No. You think he's making illegal bets,
No.
side betting and shit. Here's the thing. The door is open. Every year, the door has a chance to be open and someone has a chance to be dethroned. Unless your catalog is done, your career is done.
Unless you own the damn list.
No. Because the
Isn't he at
people.
the top because he creates the most?
Jay-Z
music,
wouldn't be at the top of any list had he not had the power he does.
No,
I don't
he
really
was.
enjoy
That
it.
man doesn't even
No.
have like solid songs by himself.
Hold on. Yes, he does. He's got albums and albums. The thing is,
That man needs a feature.
He
when
produces,
no,
right?
no. He is not like a big time producer. But the thing is, he became the best rapper way before he became the billionaire and the powerful man that he is now. Because he was the best rapper, it opened doors, and then he slowly became.
He never was the best rapper.
But the streets, the people, the radio station, they all kind of said it.
I guess
They said Jay-Z,
Yeah, probably up in New York.
especially in New York. But that's not what this debate is about.
You're
The
exactly
Bronx.
right.
The Bronx. Shutter speed.
So we can.
He's not from the Bronx. He's from Brooklyn.
I'm just saying.
What are you saying?
Bronx is nice.
No, it's not actually. That's exactly shutter speed.
I must have been to the nice part then.
You didn't go.
Yes.
I've been to New York.
You haven't been to the Bronx.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Somebody
know.
fucking lied to me then.
Yeah, they did.
They're probably like, we're on the Empire State Building. That's the Bronx over there.
Exactly. We're in the Bronx.
I was in Queens too, actually.
You were everywhere. Oh, so y'all went through the Bronx. Who's your three?
Luda, because
Now you understand a little something.
now out of this list,
Yeah, for sure. This
then
list.
Nelly,
Yeah.
then Ja Rule. My
Alright.
personal opinion.
So, is there any other?
Oh, more elaboration on that?
Yeah.
Nah, because I go off of personality too.
Okay.
And I seem like I would not mind chilling with Luda.
I feel that.
He seems real.
Yeah, Fast and Furious franchise.
Yeah, and then Nelly seems chill too, but
For
a little bit out there.
Little song. I mean, he settled down now.
But
He's married.
Nah, I know what girl's talking about.
what? What am I talking about? It just seems a little too crazy, you know. So
Yeah.
And then
The hot and hair video was a little too much. Y'all got something going on, want to know.
I think it's because he performed at Trump's inauguration.
Oh, shit.
I didn't even think about that, but thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate
that's
it like that.
That's right. Well, that's right. Which I think that shit is stupid when they try to like shit on people that perform at.
For the President of the United States.
Yeah, like I don't know, but
And then Ja Rule, I just don't know him that well, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Monica!
bro, what? I used to love saying that shit out loud, but nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Monica, that's hilarious. That is funny.
Every time I think of Ja Rule, I think
That
of Too
is
Fast, Too
funny.
Furious.
Yep. Well, actually, this whole time I forgot about it. until you said, my nigga. And then she said, no matter what place you know, I still got you. That nigga came in whatever place.
I think he came second.
Was it second?
Or third.
I don't no, because
it was close. It wasn't like he did bad.
Yeah.
He won or he lost at the very end.
And then fucking she was like, nigga, you didn't win.
Yeah.
My list goes as follow.
None of us are gonna have the same list.
Who'd you say? What was your list?
I said
Luda, Nelly,
yeah.
Ja.
That's my list.
Really?
Yeah. Because you thought I was gonna do Ja Rule first.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this.
No, I said you were gonna do Ja Rule second.
After Luda?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I was thinking about this on the way here. I don't know too many of Ja Rule's songs by himself. You're talking about features with Jay-Z. Ja Rule.
See, that's why I haven't heard of him as much.
Always has, but he does have
you know his songs. You
Yeah,
just don't know
exactly.
him. He's a little older than those two.
They were around the same time. Like at their height, it was around that 2000.
Well, Nelly and Luda went a little longer into our time frame
for
than
sure.
Ja Rule did.
For sure. And Luda went the furthest.
That makes more sense.
Which also I wanted to take into calculations. That Luda did have a more emerging, fast and furious career. He also
but he diverted. He wanted to spread his wings.
And you know what else
Nelly
he did?
acted too.
Yeah, he did. Now he did in one of my favorite movies.
I think Nelly acted in the best movie out of all of them.
You could probably say that. He probably did the best acting too, given it was limited and a lot of it was behind a helmet. But still,
Oh, really?
a lot
that
of it.
Man, he got called the hard R like 3 times, bro.
Okay, yeah, that part did happen, but like that was harder for Stone Cold because he didn't want to say that.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't. How
Yeah, he did.
dare you? How dare you put that on that upstanding
That man
citizen?
where's he from? He's from.
Texas, the Texas
Yeah.
rattlesnake.
Yeah, 100%.
He ain't racist. Don't do Stone Cold like that. Don't do Stone Cold
Nah,
like
Stone
that.
Cold's a good dude.
Yeah, exactly. How dare you try to paint him like that? You was probably having fun that day. Saying it all around
No,
the
I'm
house.
a Nelly guy, bro.
You was
Like,
even as a kid?
Hell yeah.
Why did he wear the Band-Aid?
I used to wear the headband with the upside down sideways visor like Nelly did.
Really? That's funny. It's funny how Ludacris was very influential in College Park for us. That's where I grew up. Like you remember DTP, Disturbing the Peace?
Mm-hmm.
That shit was everywhere. And Def Jam with the dude with the big afro.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought that was Ludacris. It's not Ludacris. But anyway, so everybody wanted to be Ludacris, and then of course, Welcome to Atlanta, where the players play, and we ride on them things like they play that shit in the biggest airport in the world. Where's that at? Hartsfield, Atlanta, Georgia. True to the A to the day I die. Shout out Ant-Man. Shout out JID, Andre 3 Stack. Here we go again. You know how many rappers came out of Atlanta, and for you to be well known still, Ludacris. Very well known in the Atlanta scene. It's hard to become a rapper.
But it's also because he does the most popular.
What, movie?
Yeah.
No.
I think
His rap career, move, bitch, get out the way.
Dude, Luda's got hit on hit on hit.
Exactly. Now Nelly does too, but I just think for me, Atlanta, Ludacris is very. And then I was thinking like he's kind of underrated. Like nobody puts him on the top Atlanta rappers of all time. Nobody puts Ludacris. They'll put Future, T.I., Gucci, and Andre 3000. Which, again, it is hard to make the list here in Atlanta.
Hearing that list, it's hard to put Luda up there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Which, I mean, for
And
me...
I feel like Luda was more of like a PG-13 rapper. People like that thug shit.
Well, nowadays.
Yeah.
So back then, though, he was perfect for that time. That's why I was like, these three kind of had similar... We probably maybe could have put T.I. on that list out of the four.
Yeah, he would have been my number one.
Oh, really? See,
probably
to me...
Probably me too, honestly.
But see, he makes more of the drill rap, I think they call it.
Me.
Or trap rap.
When you see me, you don't know me.
Yeah. Put out the holler in that. You don't know me. See, exactly. But going back, then Georgia, we on the
Judge,
all the time.
Judge,
Yeah. Okay, so I had to put Ludacris up top. Plus, as a kid, every kid in my grade, like, this is when braids was top of the line. Like in elementary school, I don't know if y'all ever had it, but the black kids, everybody was trying to have braids. That meant you played basketball good. If you had braids in middle school, you were good at basketball. Tell me a kid with braids that you saw that wasn't good at basketball. That was elite.
My hair was too thin for braids.
That was elite. Listen, I'm just letting y'all know. That's when we wore shit like this.
My hair's not the right material.
That's all right. You still black,
I told
brother.
you played tennis.
This is not tennis. This is fucking
that is
2000s rap.
Tennis.
This is 2000s R&B, baby. Hip hop. Hip hop. Maybe Bow
You
Wow.
need to bag your pants.
He's one of those.
I woke up to girls playing tennis before on my TV, and it surprised me. I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, damn, what is going on
Then
back
you have one
there?
softer than the other.
Yeah. Freaky little boy. But yeah, Nelly does have some bangers too.
I think Nelly has the most hits out of all of them.
I don't know. I was looking at Ludacris.
I think Nelly has as much hits as Luda and Ja Rule together.
I don't know. Fuck you. You crazy as
Damn.
fuck. I got hoes. I got hoes in different area codes. Hoes. You thought I was just 404? It's what? I don't know the rest, but what? That Luda. He said, I got hoes in different area codes. The 404, 678,
Look it up.
770.
We're going on 27 minutes, yo.
Is it?
Past that.
Damn. Why you ain't say it?
I showed it in front, so
Oh,
I picked
I
my phone
see it.
up.
All right.
That was a signal.
I got hoes.
What you finna look up before we gotta say peace out?
Oh, man, Luda's got a lot.
I told you guys say it.
Well,
Damn, it didn't answer the Nelly question like it did the fucking Luda one.
Because Luda's top tier. Hey, hey.
Ooh. Nelly has one more than Luda. He has 37. Luda has 36.
What? #1 records?
Just hits.
Oh, hits?
Top or Billboard top 100
Yeah.
hits. Ja Rule.
then it comes down to personal opinion at that point.
Yeah, of course. But personally and realistically, it's Luda. But we gotta wrap the show
Hold on,
up.
I got one more answer.
All right, well, hurry up. He already told us we hit the.
All right. He has 17.
Oh,
Ja
yeah.
Rule.
And you got a lot of features on those. Now they are big hits though.
Mm-hmm.
If you play, that's what I'm saying. You play any of their big hits, it's gonna be a good throwback.
For sure.
Throwback vibe. As always, I do go by the name of Flacco.
Moneybag Joe.
Kiki.
And tune in next week.
Coming
Another
from the
episode
A.
of Area 90 Podcast. Straight out of the ATL. Peace.
Area.
Code.